Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video, and welcome to Windrock Offroad Park.
It's gonna be legend, wait for it, dairy.
Alright, for those of you that are just joining us, today we're knocking out Trail 16. Last couple videos we did Trail 26 and Trails 51, which are the other two Jeep Badge of Honor trails. My wife Sarah actually drove those. Her first time really off-roading, she crushed it. So 16...
Driving, not first time off-roading.
Well, yeah.
Just drive.
16 is quite a bit harder of a trail, so today is my turn to drive, so I'm really excited for this one. We did this trail 4 years ago in my 97 TJ, but since then I've heard the trail is a lot more deteriorated and it's a lot harder now than what it was 4 years ago, so we'll see how it goes. So officially getting into Trail 16, off in Trail 2. Let's see what's in store for us.
You're completely on it. This tire's not really touching.
Turtle. Well, not even 5 minutes in and we're already pulling winch line on 16. We got out of that hole. I think we're just going to keep the winch and the tree saver handy just because I have a feeling we're going to need it a lot more often on this trail. So that first little obstacle did have a bypass to the right of it. I'm on a 4-inch long arm lift kit and 38-inch tires, and I just got turtled on it. I got high center. Basically my front and my rear tires were not touching at all. That's why we had to pull cable and get out of that little mess. It did rain here last night, which is nice because we were here yesterday and it was so dusty. So that rain is keeping the dust down, but it's making some of these holes a little bit sloppier. So I have the non-Rubicon Wrangler. This is a sport model, so it doesn't have that 4-to-1 transfer case like my Gladiator does. It still does okay, but honestly, the one thing that might be an upgrade for this Jeep, if I upgrade anything else, might be a 4-to-1 transfer case.
Wally, where are ya?
Yeah, wheeling with Wally. Come on, man. Hooters Off-Road. Where are you guys at? Oh, I do remember this spot. We did come up this way, because I remember going up this. So 4 years ago when we did this trail, we actually took this same way. We bypassed that rock climb section because this ledge, I specifically remember coming up. And all the way to the left is really hard. There is a spot all the way to the right that most Jeeps can get up, so that's the way we took. looks like we're getting to a couple of rutted spots. For anyone that's ever done Trail 16, Trail 16 is known for its deep ruts. This one's really not really deep, but they're going to get deeper than this. So if you guys are going to do Trail 16, I would not do it in a stock Jeep, just for the simple fact that you will get body damage, for the simple fact that your tires just don't stick out wide enough. My tires on this Jeep stick out plenty wide that I'm not even coming close to my body panels. I did take my doors off too, so that really helps. And then I had those Steinjager rock sliders that keep me rolling from into my body as well. But I definitely would not do this with a stock rig, unless you're okay with body damage. There's already way more water on this trail than there was on 26 and 51. None of it's really deep though. I mean, what do you say, a third of the way up the tires at most? Yeah. It's not bad. So for those of you that can't tell, I mean, we are right up against this wall. Like I said, if my tires were not sticking out, this would be into my body panels, it'd be into my door. I had a door on. I highly suggest you not doing this trail with any doors on. This mat does run you $7 at the store if you want to get it. It's better than nothing, but we've been using Onyx Off-Road more than anything. I thought I heard a little bit of a crunch on the drop end of that one. License plate. Hey, that's not that bad though. We can bend that back easily. I heard it too. I'm like, oh, something crunched. I'm not sure what it was, but that's not a big deal. We can go left or right of the tree. We're electing to go right in this area. It's crazy to think that this is the less off camber of the two spots. And it's got a big drop right here. said, guys, the ruts on this trail are insane. This one is over the height of the Jeep. And it cuts into the passenger side really hard, really off camber. Hang on. So I'm not gonna lie, guys, when you guys are coming down some of those declines with those big ruts, I mean, you feel like you're on a 45-degree angle. I mean, your passenger side tires all the way down and your driver's just all the way up. It's really hot out here today. It's really hot.
There's no wind.
There's no wind.
Oh God, no.
We're sweating bullets. So coming down that drop that we just came down, there's a stump that was sticking up, and it would have been just about the same height of my roll bar. And I thought we were going to catch it. We barely cleared it. It actually was a little bit lower. I think it was down in this area. If we would have had doors on, it probably would have been right into my door. So just another reason, rock no doors when you do this trail. Big drops, more big ruts.
This one sticks out a little bit right here. Oh, but it's in the tippy line.
Just in 4 low, first gear. Trying to let the Jeep do all the braking for me with the gearing. So we're getting to the part of the trail where we kind of left some of those deep ruts. We haven't seen any a little bit. We got to a couple of creek crossings and it's all dry out here. I mean, there's a little bit of standing water, but no moving water. The trail's opened up quite a bit and I feel like it's gotten easier as well. All right, so we got on a part of the trail in 16 where we're out of the woods. Well, we're still in the woods, but it really opens up right here. spot that we were in was really tight. This opens up a little bit. Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna hang it right up here. It's probably gonna get tight again. There should be a waterfall somewhere up in this general area too, and we're gonna try to find that. Hopefully it's flowing. If it is, I'm sticking my head underneath of it. It is so freaking hot out here. Okay, so now we're turning left, and as you can see, we're still on Trail 16, and it says waterfall right here. We may have gotten skunked. Not seeing any water.
All the keep out. But the waterfall's probably supposed to be right over there.
We'll go take a look. So there's a big sign right here that says all vehicles keep out, so we'll park here and just walk up the creek and see if we can find any waterfalls. There's your waterfall. So I would imagine when this thing is flowing, it's probably pretty freaking cool. I mean, there's some water here, but I mean, nothing that's flowing. Oh, there is a small trickle. Yeah, I would imagine when it's flowing it is really cool. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I mean, it's not too far deviated off the main Trail 16, so it's not a bad spot to stop and check out. Mosquitoes are pretty bad though.
I'll stay here.
Yeah, but yep, that's it. A little bit of a drop here. The waterfall was a bit of a bust. I mean, it was still cool to see. I mean, it's had a little bit of water trickling down it. It's a trickle. It's not a waterfall. It's a trickle fall. But we are out here at the end of July, and it's like 90 degrees out today, and they haven't had much rain, so it doesn't surprise me one bit. Well, we were going to stay at that waterfall area for a little bit longer and stop and eat lunch, but it's just way too buggy. So we're just going to hop back on the trail, and we're 3/4 of the way through the trail by looking at the map. So we're just going to try to finish this thing off. We just passed that waterfall area. There are spots in this trail that intermittently do open up to like just a regular dirt road. I mean, this is what we're on right now. Most of it's not like this though. The spots like this are very few and far between. I'm sure we're going to get into some more rocks, and I do know there's a big climb towards the end of this one too. I think we can straddle it. So I'm gonna go out on a whim and say Trail 16, after you pass the waterfall area, it does get quite a bit easier. I mean, honestly, you could probably do most of this in two-wheel drive. It's just really tight wooded areas, not anything too difficult. I mean, what would you say?
No.
I mean, there's no big ruts or anything.
There was that one stretch that was...
Yeah, I guess there are stretches here and there, but for the most part, not as bad.
No.
Not a bad view. Okay, this is the spot. All right, so we're at the spot where we're at the very end of the trail now. It's an uphill, and it's like a bunch of rocks in the middle of the trail. And at the very top of it, you got to go up to the left, and there's a climb. The last time I was here 4 years ago, like I said, I had my TJ. I had to winch up it. Corey had to winch up it. I think Chase was the only one that actually made it. And basically he bumped up it, and he had his little CJ bumped right up it and got up over it. But we'll take a look at it and do our best. Alright guys, we're at the grand finale of 16. This looks way more rutted out than it was 4 years ago. I mean, this thing is like a wall. I mean, it's up to my chest, pretty much. So there is a bypass now. There's a little over 5 foot tall, so it's about a 5 foot ledge. Alright, we're going to put tires on it. There's a high likelihood that I'm going to have to back off in it, because this looks way rutted out. To get over more?
Well, right now your big thing is cleared of that rock. I don't know if you're going to get back over it.
Okay.
You can try, but you're going to come down hard in the front.
Okay. That was a climb. I'm so shaky after that one. That one was, it made me nervous. I'm honestly surprised it climbed up that. And we came down really hard on our rock sliders. Those are the Steinjager rock sliders. They did awesome. But man, they came down hard on those rock sliders, and then we walked right up the rest of it. I can't believe we got up that. Like I said, look at the height of this. I mean, this is, it's big. So 4 years ago when we were here, that obstacle, which is the hardest obstacle on this trail, and it's no joke. I know in videos it doesn't look all that tall, but it is very tall. It's definitely more rutted out now than it was 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I had to winch up that in my TJ, but like I said, I had a smaller lift, smaller tires. My buddy Corey had to winch up it, and then Chase was the only one to get up it out of the three of us. And how he got up it was he bounced it. Basically, he was in his TJ, and his TJ is so, I'm sorry, he was in a CJ, and his CJ is so light that he hit it, his front tires popped up, and then he popped up on it and just kept it on the gas. He went right through it. But it's definitely harder now. Alright guys, we just got done with that crazy climb, and now we're 90% through the trail. We got about 10% of it left. There's a rutted out climb that we're going through right now.
Little rock right now. It's sticking out.
We're just going to cheat and put blockers on.
We're up and over the front one.
It's definitely slick.
Muddy.
This spot right here is really off camber. We're going to come really hard on your side. It's really slick. They had to bump it. That's why it's nice.
Hold on tight.
That's why you want the wide tires right there. Whew, that was probably the slickest part of the trail.
I'm gonna fall on my feet.
Hang on, hon. That was a pretty gnarly climb. Guys, and that is a wrap on Trail 16. It was a long slog. It took us right around 4 hours to complete. We were filming, obviously, so that did slow us down a little bit. You know, I would recommend not doing this trail alone unless you have a winch. We did winch one time in the very beginning of the trail, and that's just because we got high center and that big water hole that we try to dip into.
There are a lot of bypasses, though. So.
Yes.
Lots of options.
We really didn't take bypasses except for maybe a quarter of the way in. There's that one rock trail that we decided not to go up. But even the bypass had that crazy climb, that cliff climb.
But versus some other places that we have been that don't have any bypasses, this place does have quite a few to choose from.
Yeah. Overall, this was an awesome trail. It's actually one of my favorite trails I have ever run. I would put it probably top 5. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will catch you in the next one.
Keep watching Trail Expedition.